Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing this AM? Tabitha here. We're on to get the collective What's Going On in the Sky message out today. I'm an Oracle channel, intuitive. I read Oracle and Tarot cards. I'm a crafter and a vlogger. Alright, so let's see what the World Wide Web has to share with us today. Hope you all are doing well today. How are you all doing? Honestly, is the question. So, reading from the reference is coming from Instagram, Bella P. It says, today, August 11th, 2026, Mars enters Cancer, shifting collective energy toward emotional security and home, while Mercury in Leo opposes Pluto and the moon moves into Leo ahead of tomorrow's powerful solar eclipse, stirring intense feelings and a desire for deep inner reset. I'm already feeling it. Key planetary shifts and collective impacts. Mars in Cancer shifts drive and action away from external ambition and into protective, domestic, and emotionally sensitive spaces. Mercury in Leo. Mercury in Leo opposing Pluto in Aquarius and trine Neptune creates tension between bold self-expression and hidden fears, purging old communication patterns. Moon in Leo heightens dramatic emotional expression and anticipation right before the upcoming new moon solar eclipse. Venus in Libra, excuse the noise if you all can hear it. Venus in Libra trine Uranus smooths interpersonal connections and sparks innovative approaches to relationships. So that's what's coming from the World Wide Web. So let's see what our channel and our courts would like to share with us. What you all got going on in your headspace. Um, I was taking note of this card here. This is the card that was showing as I opened the deck. I have never pulled this card before. It says Outer Strength. So, and the number 8 is on this card, which is alchemizing. I'm taking note of the color red, which is basically grounding the root chakra. Um, it's pretty prevalent kind of issue on this card. The red is just bold anyway, but it's kind of going into a pinkish hue. So I'm feeling, I'm taking note of the word rejection. So maybe we're releasing that energy, or maybe there is something that I'm hearing the word opportunist or opportunity, but I'm taking note of the word new opportunity, but it came out as opportunist. So reject whatever, there's a feeling maybe where someone may be showing up as an opportunist. This could be you, this could be someone else. Just focus on that. Pay attention. Okay. Um, this is reversing old wordplay. Humility. I keep taking note of the colors, both the colors red and pink. I have them here on my altar and surrounding areas in my space. So take note. Maybe you may want to go and I'm being led to a rose quartz and a crystal was on this card. So maybe that's to work in your heart space and to focus more on love. Again, humilification, humbling, observation, concreting some things, working on your dialect, reversible communication. They keep using the word spell play. So course correction where communication. They're saying communication and community is key. Um, they're showing someone hopping, skipping, jumping all around. Um, opportunists. They keep bringing it back up. An opportunity. Hoarding. Someone, their body posture may be low, so you may want to work on your posture. Maybe start doing some yoga, stretches, or maybe you're low in your self-esteem. So you may want to figure that part out, is what I'm hearing. You've been slumped over due to some disastrous results or things that you may not be able to figure out. They have been an imposition in your life and you haven't been able to quite figure them out. So gather your resources and become more fluid. Hunker down. This is about your responsibilities, shooing old patterning away, as well as partnering. I'm hearing dramsel. I don't know, is that a word? Um, Something dropping, droplets of something. Okay, cool. I'm hearing choiring is, I was about to say I'm hearing crying, but maybe you may want to go to church, take or give it to God is what I just heard. I just heard a lyric from Raheem Devine. That's my boy. Yeah, I just heard a lyric from Raheem Devine, but I'm hearing give it to God. Um, This is a reflective season. Your data. Again, I'm hearing do stretches, stretch, or maybe something. Your bandwidth may have been stretched too far. Maybe you went too far in a certain season. Work on your communication. Work on your spell play is what they keep saying. Work on your dialect. Work on it because you're connecting to things that are crumbling and that are fault finding. And you're bringing gifts back in on a broader spectrum. But this is about your moon sign, they're saying. So this is about your moon, the aspect of your mind. Or maybe this is the season since we are in that. It did say we are in the Leo moon, right? Leo. Mars enters Cancer, shifting collective energy toward emotional security and home, while Mercury in Leo opposes Pluto and the moon moves into Leo. Okay, so the moon is moving into Leo according to the, and it will be effective due to the solar eclipse. So the solar eclipse is really going to cause an imposition and maybe even a downward spiral. I'm hearing roofie, but I'm also seeing a dog say woof, woof. And maybe you've been too high on the roof, the mountain. Um, so kind of put that together as best you can, is what I just said. Kind of try to, you know, this is about you as you're listening. You all are listening to what I'm saying. Pick it apart for yourself. You know, this is you learning how to be intuitive on your own. Is what the Most High is saying. So you're grappling with your youngness and you're confessing your own sins or the damsel. This is about the damsel, the woman. That's the moon, the mind. The mother is the mind, the mental. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay. They're guiding me to the word shh. So maybe this is a season to be quiet as well and hunker down. But again, course correcting where your words are concerned. They keep mentioning spell, and for me, I'm working on not going too deep into the woo-woo because it's not that deep at the end of the day. It can be, but it's really not. So this is just words, okay? This is a season for you to explore. So this is the number 39, and there's that 3 again. You were in the season of 3. Strong 3 yesterday. Strong 3. Yeah. And so the number 3 is on here, as is the number 9. 3 is community. 3 is 3. It's even celebration. As I said, through, I was taken to the opening, which is to go through the window. It's like the window is an opening. And then I even saw them throwing something in the trash, tossing something away, possibly, because you're willing in this season to explore, regroup, and step into something new. That 9 is the ending of something. That's why you're tossing something in the trash. Yeah, this again has to do with health as well, working through health. I'm hearing even mental health. I'm hearing something about being a crowd pleaser. They're showing that being tossed in the trash because you're getting on common ground. There's a groundswell. So this is going to be really big. And this is a really big opportunity, which was on the first card, or the card that was, waiting for us as we open the deck. hmm You're coming closer to yourself. I'm hearing this bio content. Hmm. This has to do with your throat chakra. I was taking note of the color blue, even the color white. That's air, that's word, that's mental, that's mind, that's word, that's communication. I'm hearing thyroid. This is vocal. Everything is about being vocal. You're working on your new duties in your house, in your homes, and you're going to gain favor as you work through this. This is about doing a clean sweep. I'm taking note of the gray. I don't know why it's showing up as a canvas for me. Maybe because there's nothing there. And so I was hearing clean sweep. So that's why the gray is showing up. So this is neutral because black and white makes gray. hmm That's neutral, is what I'm saying. You're releasing the brain fog. That's what the white is showing up as. Exploring is mental anyway, or as well. The mind. Even getting out on the word, what's the word that just came up, but it was snatched right on away. But you're out. Again, you're maybe hiking, or you're just out journeying. That's still not the word, but yeah, you're just out there exploring, you know. But it's mental. They keep saying that. Sky is mine. I just heard the word mine though. It belongs to you. Okay, so the mind is again, it's yours. Your mind is your mind, your moon, your mother, your matter, your teaching. The teaching, the things that you learned, the things that you were taught at home, in your house. Your mother taught you these things. Your father did too, but you know, the moon is the mother. Okay, so yeah, you're gaining freedom. Oh, dang, I forgot I had already shuffled all these cards. I'm so used to using the different decks. We'll continue to shuffle. Um, I'm hearing catharsis and rejection again. And being fluid. I just saw the flow card. Um, this is about your stomping ground and the figment, or the figment of your mind again. Your mind, Erica Badu. Yeah. Your mind. Yeah, she has a song called Your Mind. For those who are unaware, but yeah, I'm an Erica Badu girl. I am. Let's see. Spoken words, memorabilia, again, rejection, fault finding, moving beyond these things. I keep taking note of the finances, because that's where we are now. Anyway, thank you, Most High. So I'm hearing affliction, derogatory ingredients. I heard something about recipe earlier today. So what are you putting? Oh, from the Abraham Hicks deck, they have a card in there where it's asking, what are you putting in that pie? But they just showed it to me in numbers and mathematics as well. So, pie is numerical as well, finances. And so you're stripping away those rumors and those lies so that your finances can, you're broadening your horizon so that your finances can be stabilized. With that first card, again, the color red, this is about stabilizing to get to your abundance. Okay? Readjustments. Okay? I'm hearing something about applesauce. Okay? I don't know why I keep saying that, but okay. Okay. Regulation. Regulate your heart. Regulate your mind. Yeah. I don't know why they turned that into a song for me, but yeah. You're regulating your heart. You're regulating your mind. Because as I hear myself saying it often, it sounds like I should be singing it. It sounds like I should be singing it. So you're releasing the tensions, the burdens. Is inverted. You're releasing them. 6. So that, again, your finances. So now your finances are getting, they're stabilizing themselves because you can trust yourself now in this season. You're beginning to humble yourself that much more, believe more in yourself, stripping yourselves away from the burdens and the problems. This is a reconstruction they just drew because you're putting up borders as well. And she's on, she's on a bed, but they're showing it the way that they just drew it. You're putting up borders, okay? You've taken out the dirty laundry. That's what that is. That's a whole bunch of laundry. It's all over in the corner. She did some cleaning. The clean sweep. Remember when they mentioned the clean sweep? Look, the same colors, the gray and the white. The gray and the white, okay? Because she's gotten some rest. I'm looking at the pillows. The clouds are even looking like pillows. I'm hearing pill popping. She's getting some rest. The pillows are her pills. Got it. Okay. Because she swallowed it. She swallowed everything whole and she's saying, it's okay. I'm good. I can handle it now. She's no longer assuming. She's no longer taking in the disrespect. She's released the gloomy days. She's honoring the power couple within herself. Again, these messages as we speak of love and relationships, these are you and you. Just any of my messages, I'm speaking about you and you out the gate. Yes, again, it could be about you and your exterior. That was what the first card that was ready for us as we opened the deck. Outer, it said outer something, but this is the exterior. So whatever is going on around you, around, okay? So everything that has been going on around you, the people, the family, the work, all of that is relationshiping. But this is your relationshiping within yourself, and so you're releasing the ill-gotten energies and performances that you couldn't trust any longer inside of yourself that caused you to downward spiral. Because this is they're saying this is a reflection of your union. This is a reflection of your union. So this is great because the burdens no longer exist. So now we have the number 6. And even if we look at the number 6, inverted is a 9. And a 9 is ending. I love it. You've swept all this stuff up. You swept it up. Now if it was in the burden, she had a whole bunch of, slop is the word that's coming up. The word slop. She's, because she has been performing. But it's been deleted because she is becoming more punctual and showing up for herself. All this stuff has been deeply rooted. I'm hearing something about the eyes being gouged out. Again, they're still mentioning pill popping. So this is releasing that there's been an interference, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because of the addictions. I was typing as I was going onto the World Wide Web to find the messages, the references of what's going on in the sky. I was typing affecting, but the the word addict basically was given to me instead. So we are no longer addicts because that dialect, these are the words that they're giving. That dialect no longer um, is a part of who we are. It's no longer, we're no longer allowing that to come and steal from us. We are disregarding old patterns. We're leaving them behind because we are reworking our heart posture. We are becoming more open. That was the first card as well, the color red and pink. Even though the color green is about the heart, but we have accepted that our heart is red. Um, but yeah, so our heart posture is shifting because we are letting go of the old addictions that we once had, the shadow work. 18, there's that 9. It's inverted though. It's inverted. They're saying salute. They're saying salute. They're saying bye bye. Oh, okay. Okay. They're saying and I keep hearing grandpa. And there's the moon there as well. But I keep hearing grandpa because the shadow work has been done. You have no need nor desire to do the shadow work. It's done. Bye bye, grandpa. Letting go of the past because it was overt and it was causing issues with our health. We're in health. It was an imposition on our health. So we're disregarding it now. We're over it. I'm hearing through the moon, Alice. To the moon, Alice. That old black and white series, with that husband and wife and their friends. Excuse me. Oh, thank you, whoever said bless me. Um, this is movement. This is movement. Regulate, 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 regulate. Warren G and Nate the patterning of the past. What's the number on here? I didn't look at it, did I? Oh yeah, 9. So this is the end. This is the end. I'm hearing of the HELL, yun frequency. So we are releasing ourselves from that system. That's an old program. It caused lots of afflictions on our body, lots of tension. Remember we had the ascension tension card the other day? So we're pulling back. Like we're grasping and getting a hold of our health. Oh, they did mention the corpuscles at the top of the message. Yeah, because we are willing to honor ourselves now so that we can reap the benefits. Yeah, we're being taught different. The tutelage is different. We're in a new program. We are exploring different things. Okay, you're coming back. I'm hearing Jungian energy, but I guess Carl Jung or Young, however you choose to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced Young. I've heard it pronounced Jung. So, the J may be, I don't know if you want to say silent, but is it silent or is it soft? Yeah, it's a soft J. Um, yeah, you're cutting cords. You're cutting cords and you're gaining favor. Things are supple. I'm going to shuffle these cards because of how the card is being given. It's on the back side. Oh, yeah, it's on the back side. So I'm shuffle to see what this love card is for us. This is a revision of things. Someone is saluting. Oh, I just heard Captain Sable. So y'all remember that song, Captain Sable? HO3. Again, immature energy. So you're working on your spine to gain love because you're no longer afraid. You're no longer immature. There is no more static. You're believing more in relationshiping because you're changing the patterning of how you see relationshiping. It's no longer a burden. This is regroupment. You're getting a handle on because it's bringing misfortune when you continue to think about it in a low vibrational frequency. You'll never get anyone. You'll never have anyone in your life because in this season, because there's so much, people have been doing so much work on themselves. The belief in others has kind of chopped things up and screwed things up because you're having more belief in yourself and you're centering yourself more in the season frequency of love, self-love. The rumors that got out from the past, the conversations that were out in the past, they seasoned you, but they messed up relationship. And so it cut the core of the promise of how love should be showing up. No one believes in anyone. I never make a promise that I can't keep. Oh, I was going to say Jagged Edge. No, Drew Hill. You told me what you wanted. I gave you what you need. I told you that I love you, make it good for you and me. Never make a promise that I can't keep. So I'm hearing whispers. Maybe even the group, the whispers, old school. I can't think of any particular. Rock Steady, that was coming up for me the other day. Rock Steady. Um, but they had, and see, I'm hearing a slow, sweet melody by them, but I can't think of how it goes. But that's kind of where that just took me. So this is a shift in the frequency. That promise. Tell me what you wanted, gave you what you need. Told you that I love you, make it good for you and me. Okay. I never make a promise. I gave you what you asked for. I gave you what you asked for, and maybe this is the Most High telling us that to our higher selves, or our higher selves. Our masculine and feminine. The Most High is saying, as a collective, as a whole, I gave you what you asked for. And you gained improvement is what they're saying. And this is higher learning of the vision of how true love shows up. The power of love. They keep bringing my eyes to this deck. So they gave us the power of love through that season of regroupment. We learned how to regroup from the sick cycles of love. And now we have the lessons to improve ourselves in love. And so to release the patterning of the partnershiping of the patterning of love. I'm hearing post-humans. It's the past. It's dead. It's rotten. You're regrouping and you're getting it right. So come back to love. Come back to love. What's that? Who sings that song? Because it's abundant and it's protected. They just said it's abundant and it is protected. That's beautiful. I absolutely love that. It's secure. And number 4, there's the red again. That's back to the top of the message. The red, because it's grounded, it's stable, and it's abundant. It's heart chakra energy. The green, because it's protected. They keep saying that. Stop villainizing it. Open your heart and reflect. Mm-hmm. I keep hearing it's dead. They're saying relax and reassess. Pull the plug on the old inheritance. And she's happy. She's smiling. Let me study her a bit more. Again, she's punctual. Something about being on time. Again, Michael Sebastian or Sebastian Michael. I need to look that song up so I can get his name right. I'm saying it either. I know those are his 2 names, but I don't know if I'm saying them in the right order. Yeah, but time. That song, I like that little song. It's nice, real nice. Yeah, But in that song though, you know, well he's saying that's what he's saying, basically he has time or ain't nothing but time. But see that's what, oh, yep, and that's where I was going with it. The Most High saying it convicted us because it became the potion, the sick energy of relationshiping of the past. We kept saying the other person has time, ain't nothing but time. They're showing someone looking at their watch like, yeah, we're steady getting older and we're steadily getting sicker. Even young people are no longer young. Like I remember my eldest granddaughter being 10 years old and she's 15 now. That's 5 years ago. And so I'm looking, I'm like, my God, you know, ain't no more young energy. Everybody good and grown now. Look at how big these watermelons are. They're plump, especially that one, They gave us the word melon the other day and I didn't know what to do with it. It didn't seem to fit the storyline, but it's fitting it now. It's abundant. It's full. It's full. Look at how nice her strawberries are on her vine. Or are those tomatoes? Yeah, those are tomatoes. But they're plump. Her vine is abundant. Look at her foliage. Her basket is full. Her bowl's basket. Back to that. That's the gift. That's the gift. They're saying it's swift in movement, but regulate your heart. I'm taking note of I never noticed that very small piece of carrot that's sticking up out the root. So it's there, but that's the ring though. A ring is only but so big at the end of the day, but that's pretty big. If it's a carrot on your finger, they're saying the ring is round. That's the promise ring. It's whole. Everything is whole. Everything is whole because you have grabbed a hold. You've taken everything by the rein. Yeah, I keep hearing posthumous. Someone is bringing you a gift. But I just, I look at both sides of everything. Now, this is a practice that I have inherited over the seasons. What type of gift is it? You know, what is it? A burdensome gift or is it a beautiful, abundant gift? But they're saying there are no more burdens in today's frequency anyway. And I keep being taken to her necklace, which is around her neck. I'm hearing noose. So we know that the noose is like a rope, rain. Look, it's round, it's rain. You're putting it in, you're drawing it in. You're drawing. When you're drawing, most times, in order to fully make, unless it's abstract. And I just heard Q-tip abstract, but it's not though. This is the season of the circle. When usually you have to connect. And as you are connecting, it has to come together as a whole when you are drawing, for the most part. Okay? Why am I here in Gilligan's Island? Gilligan's Island, rather. Yeah, but the 4, again, no more suffering, that song. And the restructuring. And look, the green is on both of these cards. These are the 2 most important cards to look at today. The green, everything is about the abundance, the foliage, the fruit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Only thing that's missing from this card is the red. Because she's in Zen. And when you're in Zen, you're in balance. Good job. Good job, good job. Which brings the abundance, the stability, which is the red. So that's natural resources. From neutral to natural. Look at God. I like it. Yes, God. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So that's our message today. Um, Thank you all for committing to the channel. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Check out the description box. And books is. And I hope you all have a great, blessed, and truly abundant day. Stay in balance, you guys. Love you much. See you all on the next one.